Um, yeah, PB. Really gonna miss your spirit. You know, your spirit in everything that you do and in everyone that you come in contact with. It's really amazing. And I started to say miraculous. I didn't. That seemed a bit hyperbole. But hey, it comes close. I mean, it is amazing, and there are so many superlatives that we could use for you and have used for you, and just words on top of words that describe you. And it's not just because you know you just exist that way. It's because you put effort into it. That's the biggest part of your spirit is the effort that you put in. You're not just gonna go ahead and go through life, just um, we would say resting on your laurels, which if you don't know what that means, would just means to kind of coast on what you sort of have been gifted. Yeah, you've been gifted a great many things, but you're also putting the effort in so that your spirit really shows through and that you are really making something of your time here and you really made something of your time with us. We really appreciate it.
You're I think of you as a warrior because you go into everything with such a fighting spirit and not a negative fighting spirit, but you want to do your best. You want to be the best. You want to learn the most. You want to get everything you can out of things. And I mean, for the perfect example is this week, we're just kind of doing some great projects. You were done with your journey project. You were done with your food truck, and yet today, 3 o'clock rolls in some lots of con work that you did. So we love that about you is that you have very high integrity, and we need people like you in the world to keep us all kind of going in the right direction because you are that beacon. You will guide people in the right direction. And the only thing we always remind you of is it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to get messy. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to stumble and fall because those are the moments when you learn the most about yourself. So go out there and get messy.
um, and Ella, I think the thing I'm going to miss most about you, and it really came through in these last couple of years, especially this year, is your determination. You are a determined young woman, and I don't think you're ever going to lose that. That's great. I mean, it's great about you now, but it's going to really be great about you as you start to get older. Stay determined, stay gritty, stay in it. You know, um, don't don't ever get a sense that someone thinks that you're pushing too hard. You know, just always go for it and always go in the way that you've gone since you've been in this class. I think of how much you've grown. I think of just seeing you out there in PE and seeing you out there, seeing the art that you do and just the work that you do and the way that you stepped up to be a leader and just a champion for people. And you know, um, you've got a great sense of right and wrong, and that's an even better thing for someone who's as determined as you are. It's good for you and it's great for the world.
I think you're fearless in overcoming so many of your doubts and anxieties about things. And I knew what we had going for us when I remember when we went on our first field trip to the lava tubes, and your mom said, oh, I don't know, she's a little nervous about dark spaces and being confined, and this might be tough for her. I told your mom, don't worry about it, we got her covered. And I remember looking for you because I was going to keep you next to me because I wanted to make sure you were taken care of, and I couldn't find you because where were you? You were up in front with Pete the whole time. I didn't have time. You're already down that slope and up in front, and from that point on there was no stopping you. There was no stopping you. And you were just, I think I told you all the time, you're just rocking it, just rocking your academics and rocking your social life and just rocking your service and your kindness and everything that Pete said is just you were determined, and you just showed up strong. You're fearless, and I want you to remember that. And even when you're not fearless and you're worried, you tell us and you express it, and you are honest about it. And I just
That's
love
fearless.
that. That's being fearless, is saying I can't I'm freaked out right now. I'm stressed right now. Help me through this. And you take the help, and then it gets you to the other side, and then you're able to accomplish so much. And it was such a pleasure to watch that. Loved it.
And Kale, the thing I'm going to miss most about you is your flight. It started in the beginning. That fluttering that you did, it became so symbolic. You took flight. You in the beginning, maybe you were flying and you were above others and you felt above others and you acted above others, and now, you're flying and you've taken flight and you've spread your wings, but instead of, flying above others and looking down on them, you're reaching that hand down and picking those people up, and they're all flying with you. And just, when you go out into the world, stay afloat, stay flying, keep picking those people up. You know who they are. You know who needs you. You're soaring, man. It's amazing to watch. We're obviously going to miss you a bunch, but I really hope that you keep coming back around. I mean, I hope all of you keep coming back around, but somebody that's flying right now, you want to see how high they can go.
Mm-hmm. When I think of you, I just think of the word true, because you are just true to who you are. I don't think we've ever come across a kid who's walked through our door and really knew who they were. I mean, there was a lot of, we had to polish you out a little bit because there was a little bit of rough edges, and you always had to talk to you about your sarcasm and not being kind all the time. I can't even think of that time anymore because that was so long ago. But you knew who you were. You were not apologetic about it. You did not make excuses for it. You did not hide it. You were just very open with what you believed and who you are. And that is all we want for any of you. That's what we want for any of you, is for you to be comfortable in your body, and to you to be comfortable in what you stand for, and for you to be able to share that with the world. And so that is a lesson for all of you, is be true to who you are, and don't let anybody else shape you into something that you're not. You stay in your shape, and you let people come and add to it, but not change you in a way that's going to be detrimental to your heart and your soul. So Kale, that's what I'll always be grateful for, is your trueness.
Christian, what I'm probably going to miss most about you is your ease. And that doesn't just mean because, you're easygoing. Yes, you're easygoing. But your ease is that you were willing to change. It doesn't always come easy. And, we go forward, we go backward, we go sideways, we do different things, but
Sorry.
He's got something to say too.
Man.
He remembers the days of, I think, snoozing in your lap, Christian.
Yeah, he loved coming to you.
You were an easy place to be for him.
You didn't grab him, you didn't go after him, you just let him come to you. And everyone else was wanting so much of Truck, and he just always gravitated towards you because he could feel your heart and your calmness and your sweet, kind presence. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Go ahead.
So, anyway, Christian, keep being willing to grow. And even though it's not always going to be easy, if you keep your sense of ease, your sense of flexibility, your sense of, doing what you know you should do, because I know it's there, and I know it's hard sometimes for you, but you've got it in you, and hard seems to go against ease, but it really goes more against easy. Your ease is you can ease yourself into those hard things. You don't have to get it all accomplished all at once. You can take your steps, and you can make it work. And you have in our class. You became a leader. You're still a leader. Don't forget that. And you take your steps. Keep doing that. That you're gonna climb those stairs every time. It's gonna work out.
Probably one of our greatest joys, Christian, is watching you rise. And we want you to keep rising because when you came to us, we had a lot of ground to make up, and you knew that, and we knew that, and you stuck with us, and you worked with us, and you gave it all to us. And from the day one, and you kept going and going and going. And we have no doubt that you are going to keep on that path because we believe in you and you believe in you, and we know that you're going to have a successful future because you are willing to put in the work. You're willing to put in the work. You're willing to recognize things that you need help on, and you're willing to ask for that help, and you're willing to take our advice and coaching. Keep doing that because you have such a great mind and you have such a great heart. So, guys, this is just so bizarre. We just want to thank you for handling this situation so remarkably because you're so resilient and so full of grit and all of the things that we just got through saying about all of you. I am a little angry sometimes that this time was taken away from us because we had so much fun with you. That's the one word, is we just had so much fun with you. You really believed in work hard. All right, play. I always get this wrong. Work hard, play harder. You really, really lived up to that. And so when we played, and it was so much fun. Your personalities all together were just so much fun. And the thing about it is, it wasn't at other people's expense, and it also wasn't, obnoxious. So you didn't cross the line. You just kept it very light and easy. And I was so lucky to spend my days with my husband and my dog and my kids just laughing. And we did a lot of that. And we did a lot of laughing, a lot of loving, and a lot of learning. And for that, I'm always grateful. And we will always be here for you. So once you're in our family, you're always in our family. You have come into our hearts. You have claimed it for your own. You have put a flag down with your name on it. And you're forever in our family.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that I told you in the beginning that you were a unique class, uniquely capable of handling this weird time, um, but at the same time, you were also such a fun class that this time of the year would have been um, so amazingly fun, and I think that it still will be. There still will be a time where we get back together and we get to have that fun that we should have had. We're going to make up for lost time. We're not ever going to be able to have that classroom setting of, this ceremony. You're getting this video instead. But hey, there's perks to the video because now you have this forever. If you want to, you can always go back and get yourself an ego boost from all the amazing things that we said about you because they will always be true about you.
And I'm not crying hysterically because with you guys, there's no way I would be able to say any of what I just said. I would have been a puddle on the floor. And I got my crying out in the shower earlier. So you're able to actually understand my words.
And we, like I said, we're committed to your futures, whether it's, like I said, the immediate future where we get to get some of that fun time back with you guys, or the extended future, like Cassie said, where we're always a part of your lives, and we get to help you with any kind of, social things that you have in the future, or academic things that you have in the future, or whatever it is that you come back and tell us, good, bad, ugly, whatever. We're always here for you. We're always here in our backyard, but you know where we actually usually are. So once that starts back up again, you know where to find us, and we're gonna find you, and we're gonna get some of that fun back in.
And I always say to our alumni that you can always call us. You're going to get our numbers. You can always call us if you ever need us, if you get into trouble. There'll be no questions asked. We'll come and help you out, and then we'll ask you questions. But we're here to support you, and we want to hear about your life and be a part of graduations and be a part of meeting your new partners or getting your first car or going off to college or buying a house or having a baby, whatever that may bring you, we want to be around for it. So don't forget that we're always going to be here for you.
Always.
All right, it is about 6 o'clock, and you guys are so loved forever and always.
We love you guys.
We love you guys.